Hello ladies and gents, welcome on back to Astrometica. Now this game, we played it about 6 months ago. We did this whole first area, and in that walkthrough I show you guys all of how to build everything we've got here, including our little ship and the brand new area they put in their world balancing update. And that is the brand new asteroid belt. So we're going to head on over there, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's called Theta 12. It's a new area, and they've put in a whole bunch of more story, and then they've gone through and they've done upgrades to the ship, your gear, machines we're going to have to do, so they're continuing the upgrade path. And from what little I've seen so far, as soon as we get there, they set you up so that you can make your own base and then continue to explore from there if you want. Or hopefully there's some sort of a transport system back and forth between the two, which I think there is. And they're working on another ship, so maybe we'll get a bigger ship that can be a mobile base, which would be pretty cool. But we wouldn't be able to go into the kind of environments we're in right now, though, because there's too much stuff, too much collision. That is what the base looks like. And if you're curious, at the end of the video, the playlist for this will be, you can just go back to the very first video, and I walk you through the very beginning all the way through when they did this update, because they changed a bunch of the core game mechanics, kind of, at least on the software side. They said that they had to do a full wipe, so everybody that's been playing, I'm sorry guys, you got to start from the beginning. It's exactly what we did before, pretty much. There's a few new little things here and there, and I don't want to spoil them for you, so you will want to play through it. It's not much, but it's a little something something. And, you know, you can get back to this point pretty easily. It takes maybe 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours, if you know what you're doing. And that's more just because we've got a farm. Alright, so we come in here. Alright, Theta 2. A little dark. You know, developers, can't talk, might want to think about raising contrast, you know, the lighting in it, because it's really dark. Let's check it out. And you're just dumped in. All right. The first thing you want to do is turn around. And in there. And in there are the little storage containers you can open with your laser rifle. Real easy. They did limit the upgrades you can put on the ship. I don't have a boost on this right now. Hopefully we'll find that in this area. But again, all right, here we go. We got little landing pads for us.
Zero gravity.
All right, well. Ooh. Bet you anything new building materials are floating around here. Ooh, blueprint. I don't know what it is. That's the problem. Planetary outpost, huh? Encrypted comms. Well, that doesn't help. How are we supposed to find that? Or are we supposed to come all the way back and find it? Wall shelf. Okay. Oh yeah, space donuts. Well, we got a fabricator. So most of the things that we're going to need to build, we can do. We can get. And repair kits. And oxygen. I'll leave that as backup. And here we go, mineral package. So, like I was saying, they set you up so you can make a base first thing, but I don't want to make the base right by this first area we came in at. I want to go a little deeper in the area. When we get done checking this one out, we're going to go to the Planetar Outpost. Oops, something to scan. One to three. Oh no, global. Oh, so we need to find 3 more of those before we can use them. Oh. And this is new. They now put these in all over the place. I did not find any passwords anywhere in the first section under anything. And you can look at your logs. You can see all of cards. Every one of these I went through, none of them had a number put in. Here, we can go through it again right now. You can see as we're going through. Anyways, the reason I say that is because, yeah, I went through the whole area everywhere and there's nothing. I got all the logs from before. I went to every single area except one, and that's because I couldn't find, they changed where the blueprint was for the engineering suit that made you poison resistance or radiation resistance go down into the area. Oh well, not much you can do about it. And I don't think there's anything else in this area. But supposedly, there are new things that are going to attack us and try to kill us in this game. They've added more enemies and stuff that tries to shoot us. And do not worry, you look at the power and it's going down, that's fine because... Ooh, we got another place to hit before that. Oh, there are multiple spots we can hit. All right. I have plenty of power cells. Refuel the ship. But you do always want to pay attention to make sure you don't burn out everything. I've done that, and it is no fun going back. But kind of can't do it here. Okay. Oh. Here we go.
Exiting 0 gravity.
Okay. And I'll always stand to the side with these things. Because they shoot out and you never know what's in it. Oh, fabric even. So yeah, they've already given us the basics to build a base. And they're not stopping. Okay. Yeah, you can see my inventory is pretty full. So is my shuttle. I wanted to make sure I could come out here and build something if I wanted to. I knew we'd need something. And if you're wondering why fabric is so important, that is because that's what we make our health items out of. But this is the kind of stuff you always found in the first area. Anything else is there? So you never know with games anymore. Everybody likes hiding stuff.
Entering 0 gravity.
Whoa. What are you gonna have, my friend? Oh no, that's okay. That's why you always plan ahead. Ooh! Really? Minerals, minerals, minerals. And mineral. Nothing else. Okay. I don't want to break those open because once you do, the stuff will dematerialize and it doesn't respawn. You don't want to do that. Assume that's probably the same stuff. Let's go see what's in here. Oh, that's funky looking down there. Red. Oh, I haven't been in red yet. Oh, what do we got going on here?
Exiting zero gravity.
Oh boy. That'd be my wife. I get the coffee pods. Cool. Oh, 7% repair. Cool. Okay. Ooh. I wonder if that's a new version. Iron 2. No, it is not. Fertilizer. Oh, that what we want. That all there was? Looks like it. Do. Did one side, should probably do the other. That's weird. They're not,
Entering zero gravity.
ooh, firing the same. Uh-oh, yeah, that's trouble, all right. I want those things hitting my ship.
Exiting zero gravity.
It's a good thing you can save this game before you go too much further. Uh-oh. They're not shooting at my ship, are they?
Entering zero gravity.
I only did that because I got on deck. Oh, need water, some food. Okay. All right, so what were you hiding? Okay. That's it? Well, yeah, those are good, but you know what? I bet you we need them for the interstellar thing. All right. There was two of them, right? Ooh. What are you, friend? I bet you're your gold. And same thing again. I don't want to take those. Oh. Back in here. God, I see those red ones.
Zero gravity.
Alright, what we got here? Finally a password. Ooh. You got... Obviously, we've scanned those. Okay, so some kind of a farm. Fabric, fertilizer. Oh! There we go.
Entering zero gravity.
And there's an unknown outpost there. Okay, well. Ooh, shit. There's crap everywhere. Okay. Hey, it worked. What do we got? Mineral. Ooh, more stuff in there. Okay, I'm gonna have to smash these guys up, fortunately. Try not to do that if I'm not gonna take it, but we'll take it. That's okay. We gotta build shit anyways. Ooh. Max credits, huh? Okay, what does this say? Oh, jeez. What was that? It didn't... Okay. Up, grab tool, all right. I'll take that. We now have credits in the game. That's new. Okay. Okay. All right. Kitty cat poster. That was all that was in here, huh? All right. Well, I think the most cheapest and effective way to clear this area is going to be, of course, to build a small base to begin with. We'll go over here a little ways. Just because there's ice, and that's like the one thing we're always going to need, because we can make our water and air with it. I suppose this will work. Okay. But we're still probably going to be going back and forth until I get a few things built. So, what do you need? Well, first you need your handy-dandy tool. Then it's going to be up to you how and what you want to build. But you got to make sure you have everything. Oh, not the modules. See, I filled this thing up a touch. Okay, that should be enough copper, I think, to build our first toy. And is one of the new pieces. Here we go. That was built or I shouldn't say built, but introduced in the update. All right, we're going to need an airlock. And before we even go in, we got to power it. All right, go. And that'll get the lights on. Now we got this big chunker to work with. So the plan is probably to build an engine, a shipbuilder out there, so we can rebuild our little scooter that we had on the other side, because that thing only uses one fuel cell, and you go so much further with it. So you're definitely going to want to do that. But we get our basics. Oh, okay. So, even more important, inventory. All right, give me a sec here. I'm going to start evening things out. All righty, folks. So, now we build our fabricator. Up, turn it around. Close, can we get it to the wall? And in the newest update, they did make it so that everything in your inventory, you don't have to have it in your physical inventory. It can be sitting here on the wall. I know, because I just used one of those to build that bad boy. Then we can make all our basic stuff here. Power cells was probably the most important thing, so we can get home. But all that's what I brought with me. Now, what else are we going to want to do? Let's see. The vehicle's docking station is probably not going to work, but that's what we need to make our vehicles. I wanted to make that scooter, and we will have to make a few other things. Let's see, let's put this back on here. All right, gonna connect. All right, we needed 2 of those. The problem now we're going to run into is that we can only have, we're not generating power. Let's see, where is, definitely want to put one of these in. So our current power capacity is 250. Needed power capacity is 172, but we have 0 usable power, which means we need to put those out there. And the one thing I didn't bring, glass. How do you... Oh, it's quartz. That's okay. Let me grab these blueprints and we'll go back to our base. All right, one thing we can never forget. There we go, we're red. All right, so now we just need to, we are going to jump back in our ship and head back to our base. Whoop, pick up a few things and see what these blueprints are. All right, there is my monstrosity. And I'm gonna get out right here, because right here on the old bike, this is what we're going to make in the other area. You can't take this to the same area. If you hit Y, these are the modules that I found. So we got a better power mode module and a boost. This thing already has a boost, but now it's got an even stronger one. Oh yeah. in this bad boy. I might just deconstruct this and take it over. I don't know. This has got so much to it. This has got all where all the vehicle mods are. But the new piece of gear that's the most important is right here, which is the research station. You can see all the stuff that I currently made. Oh no, I wonder if we need a second tier research thing. Yeah, it's only tier 1. Oh no. Alright, so we're going to need power over there. And what was that? Ah, was that a glass? Yeah, I'm going to have to make a couple trips. Let's see. Of course, this is how we build tool modifications. Our upgrade station. Secondary upgrades. And the one thing that we're gonna need to know is that's what it takes to make another skipper. So 2 copper, 2 iron, electronic power cell, and 3 nickel. This, let's see, that goes in there. All of them. Yeah. So I'm gonna let those charge up and then fill my ship up. And when we come back in the next episode, I will have my base powered up. The only thing I needed to show you guys when it comes to powering up, which is real easy, is this is what charges your banks. And that's what we didn't have enough of. And to give you an idea what I have in my base here is we've got, you can see the usable power because it's actually doing something, right? So it's pulling it down, but our current power total is 1,000. With the machines we have to have 602 standing on hand. We just can't use them if they're not generating enough power. Oh, and the other thing that we need to add, of course, battery charger. Probably going to take and make one of those over there too. So tune in for the next episode and we will start to explore all that new area once I get my base set up. As always, keep your heads down, your warriors of doom up and all. See you again real damn soon.